Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking. I'm looking at a very small book, 70 pages in all, a little CD at the back, very useful. It's called Lexcel Client Care Toolkit, and it's a practice management standards book from the Law Society. It's not very big. It's got a lot of very useful information in. There's a contents page at the beginning. Then you've got various types of letter that you might write to clients to try to look after them, and at the back you've got a very useful appendix which is the self-assessment checklist, and it's very useful, I think, because what it does is it gives you those extra things you might forget in the hurly-burly of what you're doing during the business day, and I think it's quite useful to be able to step aside and have a look at it. Now, my wife and I produced a Flickr review. We've got a written review and we've given it the title, "So you're managing your practice admirably, but are you managing your clients?" And what I've said in other reviews is that you may be able to manage your boss, but you've got to know how to manage your client as well, because you've got to have an idea of the nuances and the difficulties that you might have, because that can mean success or failure with your business, because we are businessmen primarily as lawyers like anybody else. What we say, though, is this, and it's a useful book from the Law Society: law, being a people business, or essentially a people with problems business, client care and the policies which govern it are therefore essential to the work you do as a solicitor. I think, by the way, it's the same for barristers, certainly public access ones. Furthermore, good client care procedures are required, of course, for compliance with the Solicitors Code of Conduct 2007, hence this Law Society publication. What they've done is they've published a latest helpful offering which will be useful to solicitors and public access barristers who take clients direct. And as I say, it's called the Lexcel Client Care Toolkit. Lots of toolkits around at the moment. You always sort of expect Bob the Builder to turn up with a toolkit. It's not quite like that, but it's useful because it's got template letters and, of course, the CD at the back, which I think is very important. And we believe it could take much of the stress and strain out of the day-to-day running of your practice. The aptly named toolkit, therefore, as I say, is a treasure trove of template documents: policies, procedures, pro formas and standard letters. In fact, it's a haven for many people who love that sort of thing. Not everybody does, of course. So each with the appropriate wording in these templates for implementing policies relating to your client care obligations, and they are important, of course. Rest assured that as Lexcel is the Law Society's practice management standard, the policies therein meet the most rigorous standards of management and customer care, and by adapting them to the specific needs of your firm you can save considerable time and money, and it could mean reduced workloads for you and your staff, and certainly happier clients, we hope. The accompanying CD, which I mentioned right at the back, very nifty back, the back of the book, allows you to customize documents for your own requirements. Practical rather than theoretical, and that's what we really want. The contents of this rather useful document include a quality policy, client care policy, an equality and diversity policy, an equal opportunities monitoring form, and an internal complaints handling procedure. Very important, certainly both for barristers and solicitors, and I think we as members of the bar would find this very helpful too. So here is a straightforward, easy to use resource designed to help you run your practice even more efficiently and cost effectively in compliance with expected standards. So it's a vital and certainly a most practical addition to any law library in your firm for guidance on how to manage your clients. And I welcome it very much as a positive step forward in the 21st century to the difficulties that we all have from time to time with that impossible client and the deadline. So thank you very much, Law Society, for an excellent new addition to the library. Bye-bye.